Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we are sitting down to do a life update, get ready with me video. There have been a lot of major changes in my life, so I'd really like to update you guys on everything that's happened, as well as show you something that I've gotten that my husband and I have created for my supporters. So I hope you guys are all doing great and having a really great day. So let's get into it. So to start with my primer, I'm going in with the NYX Cosmetics Bear With Me Jelly Primer. Like I've said in previous videos, this is a dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This one does start out a little bit more watery when you put it on the skin, but as it does dry down, it does become a little bit more tacky on the skin. I did go ahead and pull my bangs back. My hair is in desperate need of a cut and a color, but hopefully we can get to that in the next couple of weeks. Alright, so we're going to let that dry down for just a minute and then we'll move on into foundation. So on a damp beauty blender, I'm going in with the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Foundation in the shade Isla 730. So how have you guys been? Like I said in the beginning, it has been a while since we've got to sit down and play with makeup. How's everyone doing with this COVID? You know, we're getting into the warm weather, so barbecues and the vaccine are, you know, coming quickly. Has anyone gotten their vaccine yet? I got mine yesterday. Well, it would be 2 days when you guys see this. So, so far, the side effects have been minimal. My arm's sore. I've been very tired, but as some of you know on my Instagram, I actually ended up getting COVID and it was terrible. I was out of work for almost 2 weeks. The body aches and the fever and the chills was absolutely horrific. Like, I would not wish that on my worst enemy at all. It was terrible. But we're getting back to normal. I'm just tapping this into the skin with the beauty blender. I didn't use that much. I would say about a dime size is what I used. I feel really rusty with my makeup, in the sense that it's been so long since I've done anything. So you guys bear with me as we go through the first time in probably 2 months, month and a half, since I've actually like done makeup just being home. So with life, like I said, there have been many changes for myself and my husband. About 2 weeks ago Friday, so tomorrow when you guys see this video, 2 weeks tomorrow, we have been in our new home for 2 weeks and it has been unreal. Very, very lucky with where we ended. We ended up looking at a place. We weren't too keen on it, you know, the idea of coming where we were. But as soon as we looked at the place, we felt like we were home, and it has been quite the experience. This is our first home together, minus, like, we've lived in apartments and stuff before, and we've lived with my best friend and her husband for the last couple of years. You know, that's been really great and a great experience. It allowed me and my best friend to get a lot closer, which I'm very, very thankful for. But yeah, so we're in our new home. It's got a loft, which is my makeup studio slash office. Part of the loft is also my husband's office. So it's really nice to have a space where I can sit down and create and not have to worry about, you know, if someone's coming downstairs, or, you know, worry about, you know, people being downstairs in general while I do my makeup, because the camera does pick up on a lot of background noise. So I'm so thankful for everything that we've been given thus far. The house is amazing. It's in the woods, which is also great. It's close enough to town where, you know, it's like a 5-minute drive to a grocery store, 5-10 minutes, depending on where we go. But it's so nice. So the housing market has been wild. We have been looking for quite a while. I would say probably off and on, we've been looking for about 7 or 8 months, just kind of touching base in the market to see what was out there. It's with the rates being so low, houses are going for these astronomical prices, but thankfully we were the first people to see this place, first offer that came in, and the next day we got accepted. So I'm very, very thankful for where we've come and where we've been in this journey. So yeah, so that's one of the major updates that have happened, hence why I've been a little bit silent on my Instagram and here on my channel. There's just been so many things going on behind the scenes between packing and getting things into storage. So thank you guys so much for bearing with me and for the unconditional support. It's truly appreciated. Now that we've gotten our foundation done, we're gonna go in with our Tarte Shape Tape in shade 12S Fair to contour, to conceal our face. Again, it's been a while, so I'm a little bit rusty. Not to mention that my allergies this year have been unreal. But I think part of it is that I now live in part of the woods, so there's a lot more trees than I'm used to. So that's definitely, I'm sure that's definitely part of it. But nothing some allergy medicine can't fix. All right, we're gonna go back in with our damp beauty blender and blend out the concealer. All right, I gotta grab my setting powder really quick and I'll be right back. All right, for our setting powder, we're going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder in the shade 05 Fair. And I'm just gonna take the tip of my beauty blender and we'll start baking. So while we let the powder sit on our concealer for just a moment, we're gonna move into the next life update. And as some of you know, at the beginning of February, I lost my baby. Try not to cry. Abby, she was 17. My little black kitten, not really kitten, but you know, no matter how big or how old they are, they're always kittens to me. We lost her due to kidney failure, and it's been a really weird transition. I've never really been a cat person, but there was something about her that she really, she just opened my heart to cats, and especially black cats. I'm absolutely in love with them. Shortly after her passing, we decided that we wanted to get another black kitten, and we found This Is the Dog organization in Southern Florida, and we went through the interview process with that, and we have a new family member. This is Gigi. She is 5 months old. She just went to the vet for the first time, and she is a whopping 5.3 pounds. Completely black. She loves to play. You know, she is great. I love this little thing so much, and she's definitely a mama's girl, always sleeps with me, loves to play. So this is the newest member of the Campbell household, and I can't wait to see how big she gets and where she ends up in the length and her personality when it really starts to come out. So this is her. So say hello, everyone. All right, I'm gonna let her go. She was napping and I woke her up, so she's cute, but she is wild, y'all. Let me tell you, she just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, and I honestly don't know how she has that much energy, but I wish I had it too. So yeah, but now that has been out there, we're gonna go in with our JH01 fluffy brush just to dust off the excess powder that has it set into our face. Now that our powder has been blended out, we're going to go in with the Milani 02 Sunkissed Silky Matte Bronzing Powder with the JH07 Tapered Brush. And we're going to use this to contour our cheekbones as well as bring some warmth back to our face. Alright, so now that our contour bronzer is on, we're going to go in with blush. For blush today, for the first time, I'm using the ColourPop Lizzie McGuire Collection blush in You Are Magnificent. It is this very pretty, darker pink shade, and I'm using my JH04 angled brush. I'm just gonna tap that there, and if you go in with too much, you can just go right back in with your bronzer brush and blend it out. Blush is very pigmented, so a little goes a very long way. Alright, so my eyebrows do look real wild right now. It's been a little bit since I've gotten them threaded, but things have been crazy. So I'm going to go in and just give them a little bit of color, and for that, as always, I'm using my Morphe Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Latte. We're just gonna do this real quick. Nothing too wild eyebrow wise. They'll be fun. Alright, for our eyes, I always prime with the p.louise Rumor Base 0.5. And I'm just going to go in with a little bit of this on my fingertip and blend that all over my eyelid. And then we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. Voila. For our eyes today, we're going in with the Morphe 35XO Natural Flirt palette. I absolutely love this palette. It came out, I believe, holiday of 2020, and I missed it originally, but the color story on this palette is absolutely beautiful. I use this palette very frequently. It's one of those palettes where you can literally just create so many different looks with. So let me see what I want to use today. So it's weird having everything right here now. I can leave stuff as is. You are not the brushes I'm looking for. Not the droids you're looking for. Alright, well, I'll use this brush, I guess. And, this brush. Alright, so I did zoom you guys in just a bit, just so you can see what I'm doing. I'm not used to having my camera so far away, but now that I have my own setup, I can actually use my tripod the proper way that you're supposed to use a tripod. So the shade that I'm starting with is this light tannish beige color called Come Here Often. I am using this shade just to set the p.louise primer that I did put on, and I'm just going in with a basic fluffy flat brush and just gonna swipe that across the whole eyelid as I poke myself in the eye. So what's new with you guys? Is everyone doing good? Any good movies you guys have watched lately? I've been watching the John Wayne Gacy documentary on Peacock. That man is wild, let me tell you. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. It's really good. Alright, what color are we gonna go with next? So I think the next color that I'm gonna use is this brownish pink color here. This one's called Message Red. And I'm gonna put this in my crease and blend it up towards my brow bone. As some of you know, if you've watched my previous videos, I do have slightly hooded eyelids, so I typically go just a bit higher than the crease, just so you can actually see the color that is on my eye. That is a trick of the trade if you have hooded eyelids. And I'm using the GH33 shadow brush just to blend this into my crease. The next color that I'm going in with this palette is this pink color here. This one is called Talk Feelings, and I'm using the JH40 small detail brush, and I'm just going to use this to darken the crease and blend it out just a little bit. So remember, when it comes to eyeshadow, start with less because you can add more. If you add too much, it's so much harder to fix it. Does anyone else feel like your eyeshadow always looks super rough until you get to like the very last step and everything kind of comes together? Because I feel like that's me all the time. Alright, so I am going to take a clean fluffy brush just to blend it all together and get rid of any harsh lines that may be there, because we don't like lines in our eyeshadow and everything needs to look flawless. Same thing, going in with that fluffy brush just to blend it all together. I think this is a Luxie 250 large eye blending brush. Alright, so for the final shade that we're going to be using for the main eyeshadow, with this darker purple shade, this one is called +1, and I'm going to be adding this. We're going to be starting in the outer corner and blending it in, so that way when we go back in with a sparkle shade, we can blend it all together. So after watching Jaclyn Hill's blending videos, and she's honestly taught me so much. I mean, I watched the video forever ago, when I first started working with eyeshadows and proper blending techniques. That video has taught me so much. So if you're learning how to blend your eyeshadows, I highly recommend the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow blending video. I think it's like 3 or 4 years old, but it's definitely a really great video to watch if you're starting out and not sure exactly how to properly blend your eyeshadows. That's where I learned a lot of tricks to blending, as well as just practice. You know, practice makes perfect. And even now, like, I've been doing my makeup for a while now, and you know, growing up doing beauty pageants and stuff, you know, makeup's been a large part of my life for a very, very long time. You know, ever since I was a baby, essentially, because we did the baby beauty pageants as well. So like I was talking about, I started in the corner and I'm just blending that inwards towards the center of my eyelid. Again, just to bring it all together. And I'm just dipping a little bit and going back in just to darken it. Like I said, too much product, hard to change. Where you can kind of work it a little bit better if you have less product. I honestly feel like I need to get LASIK because I feel like I can never see. Your girl is blind as a bat. Okay, so let's move on to the other side. So again, we're starting in the outer corner and just using small circle motions just to get that color laid down. And slowly working my way up towards the crease and into the center of my eyelid. Just because you want all of these colors to blend. And I'm going to take that same Luxie brush just to go back and make sure everything is blended nicely, especially where we put in that darker purple. I do have a little bit more work to do on this side because the other side is slightly darker. Okay, so for the inner crease over to the dark purple that we used, we're gonna go in with this light pink shimmer. This one is called Major Seduction. And I'm using, this is a Moda Studio brush, just a flat smudge brush. And I'm just gonna add that starting at the inner corner and working it over. Now you can normally cut your crease. I just don't feel like dealing with that right now, so we're just gonna kind of wing it right now with this. It does work. Just takes a little bit of time to apply it the way you want it. Y'all, I haven't done my makeup in so long that I forgot highlighter. So we're gonna go back to that in just a minute. Alright, and then I take that darker purple that we used and just blend everything into that lighter shimmer just to get rid of any lines. I am going to go back in with that Talk Feeling shade on the JH40 pencil detail brush, and I'm going to drag the Talk Feelings shade to my lower lash line. And then take what's left on that darker shade and just add a little bit of depth to it. Like so. So that is the eyeshadow look that we're gonna go with. I am going back for my highlighter. Just gotta find my highlighter brush. For highlighter, we're going in with my favorite Jeffree Star Cosmetics highlighter. This is Sarcophagus. It is a pretty gold, very light gold. A little bit of this goes a very long way. So we're gonna pop that on the cheeks. And bring that up. And then our nose. Cupid's bow, and right underneath the bottom lip. Okay, so now that that is done, for eyes, now we need to go in, curl our eyelashes, and do our mascara. So let's curl those eyelashes really quick. When it comes to curling my eyelashes, I try to get as close to the line, I try to get as close as I can to the skin without pinching it, and then as I clamp down, I turn the curlers up and do a slight pinching motion just to curl those. Just be gentle as you're doing the first pinch. You don't want to pinch your skin because it hurts like a mother. So my favorite thing with my eyelashes to do now is go in with a mascara primer. This one is the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer. This is, it goes on white and it's got super fruits. And I always feel like it makes my eyelashes look so nice for those days where I don't feel like necessarily putting on lashes. All right. And for our mascara, we're going in with the Buxom Cosmetics Blackest Black Mascara. Alright, that is the completed main makeup. I am going to go back in with a lipstick really quick. I just need to grab that and we'll be right back. For lipstick, I'm going in with the Jaclyn Cosmetics liquid lipstick in shade Be Brave. I bought her Valentine's Day Vault collection that she came out with to like restart her brand, and I fell in love with the lipsticks that were in that collection. And when she released that she was doing liquid lipsticks for her first big launch, I had to get something. So this is my absolute favorite. like go-to nude shade. Alright, and now we're going to set it. For setting spray, I'm using the Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray in Sweet Peach. It smells like peaches and it smells so good. And then we're going to dry it down really quick. Alright guys, so this is the finished look and the get ready with me. It's been so nice to sit down and play with makeup, guys. It's been so long and I absolutely love makeup, so going that long was definitely really hard, but I'm very happy with how this turned out. So the last thing that I want to share with you guys is the Alluring Enchantress stickers that we've had made. These are 3x3, so they're the size of a Post-it, but they have the Alluring Enchantress information and a QR code that actually brings you directly to my YouTube channel. So if you're out and about and you want to share something with someone from my channel, this QR code will bring you directly to my channel without having to go crazy with trying to find it through YouTube. So if you do want one of these, please message me or comment below. You can also message me on my Instagram, alluring.enchantress.beauty. You will see the eye on my picture for my page. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Stay safe, and as always, make good choices.